Hey, y'all, welcome back to Unapologetically Black and Fast. This is the final run of the night. This is the final run of the night, but this isn't the final run of the weekend. Just as a heads up right now that we will have more of this lovely event starting at, I think the queue is up at 12:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So make sure y'all got your alarms set for that as well, that you're here ready. But right now, we got the final run of the night, and this one is going to be a great one. This is going to be Resident Evil Village of Shadows difficulty, which is a very, very hard difficulty, but enough of me. SHiNDOMiNO, you want to talk more about yourself and this run coming up?
Absolutely. How y'all doing, everybody? I am SHiNDOMiNO, your local dark magician. And in tonight's run, we're going to be doing a Village of Shadows run. For the equipment tonight, I'm going to have the Infinite Stake, the Magnum, and the rocket pistol. I'm just gonna just jump right into it. In 3, 2, 1.
Let's get it. This is like I've watched. I used to watch these speedruns like religiously, so I'm super excited for this.
Oh, for sure. I love this. I love this this entire series. Like Resident Evil itself is great, but being able to do like first person, you know, there's the Game Boy, like the Game Boy one, and then there was Dead Aim on PS2, but just like the experience, like it's different, you know, like this bird eye view in third person in 4 and 5, but this is just like I love playing with Ethan.
Yes, we don't talk about Resident Evil Gaiden. No, that's when we don't talk about that game
at all. What's that? Nah.
Also, I want to point out that the way that they did the baby design in this game is actually adorable. Like you don't really see too many like adorable babies in games. So shout outs to the cute baby.
I love Rosemary. Like compared to 7, they definitely put some work in on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Ring. Look at her. She's just so precious.
Such a precious baby.
No.
Also, like one of my favorite things that they added to this game compared to previous games was the ability to skip cutscenes.
Yes.
Really nice during speed runs.
Oh, 100%. Mm-hmm. Like I have to during the time I started practicing this, like I have to like slow down. Because there are some times where I'll hit it too fast thinking I'm going to skip and I end up at the pause menu. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen to that snow.
Everything about this game, like its aesthetics, its visuals, the sound effects, very well done.
Oh, 100%.
But, you know, these are things that you usually expect from Resident Evil titles. They've always been on point with the exception of Gaiden.
I'm low key waiting for a VR of this because they did one for 7. I need one for 8. Like I need it like expeditiously.
It's kind of shocking that they didn't do one for 7. That might have been like a budget thing. 7 was only made because they were under contract to make a VR game. I don't know if people are aware of that. That's the main reason that 7 was in first person.
Oh,
and they just continued the trend for 8, but you know that's still kind of like off-putting that there's still no VR support for Resident Evil 8.
I mean, it worked out pretty well. I mean, like especially for people who like for the people who are newer to the franchise. Like I wouldn't replay 7. I'm like, you know, there's very little being talked about in the older ones as far as the story goes, and then like in 8 is a perfect continuation with a little bit of ties to the original one. So like it's if you want to just jump right in, like, it's great.
Yeah. Truth be told, as far as like going directly from one number to the next, 7 to 8 probably does a better job than any other 2 numbers in the series.
For real though.
All the other ones, like it's 1 probably connects best to 3, 2 connects probably best to 4.
Right. And it's like
this is.
And then with 2 and 3 are happening at the exact same time.
Yep.
And then like
there was another game going on at the exact same time as 2 and 3 as well.
Was it?
Yeah, Resident Evil Outbreak was going on at the same time as 2 and 3.
Right.
There was a lot happening during the Raccoon City disaster period.
That one we need. Like they're like, you know, 4 comes out in about a month. I'm so excited for 4. But like
Yes.
we need. I would definitely love a remastering or a remake of Outbreak. Like
We've been crying for that for like 7 years now. I hope we get it. Just please.
Right, stop playing with us.
Stop playing. Just give us what we want.
I tore my house up. I hope we have insurance.
何の仕業だ
And now I can run.
And when the chat asks, do any of them connect to RE4?
No.
Loosely. The short answer is no. The long answer is loosely. It's RE4 where he found the Las Plagas, and he was supposed to use that as a means to kind of like, that was supposed to be his next step in the virus. He figured out that the progenitor virus, the Ouroboros that was found in Africa for 5 was actually much better. So basically, 4 plot-wise didn't do anything. It just showed you like how much of a badass Leon was.
I mean,
that was about it.
I mean, that's also Ada Wong too. Now, I mean, you know, we're not, you know, and like, you know, like she should get her own game as well. But hey, what do I know?
4 was just for the Leon Ada fan fiction. That was it.
It definitely built that tension of you play 2, then go back and play 4.
Yeah, and then 6, same thing.
Yep,
It just
as
continues.
well.
Whenever you see Leon and Ada, yep.
Right. Just come on. You stop playing with us. Gotta reload now so I don't forget. Like, nope. Oh, fine. Be that way. You can have it.
All right, this is where the run starts, right here.
Yeah.
No more of the forced cinematic walking. This is where we get into it.
100%.
I love how when you grab the bolt cutters and come out, that dude is just gone. Like,
Right.
He's just not there anymore.
Like, what happened?
He's like, I failed my mission. Might as well go home.
Right. We're gonna jump down, hit this corner, pop a U. Howdy. No, where are you? Okay, be like that. Come back. Oh, and the dodge? I love it. Look at that reload, though. And for those who knows, yes, this is a lightsaber.
終わりか
You know what? I never unlocked that thing, so whenever I saw someone using it, I'm like, this got to be a mod. Like, someone's modding a lightsaber into the game. I thought it was just like a knife mod. No,
Nah, it's
that's
a real
an actual lightsaber.
Yes. So I actually just completed. I just completed the lightsaber only run, and I was like, "Hey, this ain't bad." Not something I would actually really want to use in one of these runs, but you know, it's just a nice little toy to play with. Don't bite me, please don't. I'm back. I know, I'm sorry, y'all. All right, little jump scare here. I knew you were there, though. So we're just running around killing time. This is a timed event. Like there's like in 4 when you have the little raid with Lewis, you take out 40 of the neighbors, but this one it's just time.
It's straight time. You don't lose time or make it faster by just killing people.
The only thing that matters is when. Oh, why can you do that? Oh my goodness! Wow! Yikes! I wasn't ready for that. The arrows do hit, and I don't like it. So I'm waiting for Riot to show up any second now. That's the only the quicker I take him out, the quicker I can progress. No.
Yep. Yeah. I think it's also important to point out this being Village of Shadows difficulty. If you've played this game before and you've seen how the enemies act, you'll notice that they react and move at a much faster pace.
Right.
In this difficulty, it is actually
The harder
if
it
they're
is, the
right
faster
on
they
you,
move.
you have to be really, really on point with your reflexes. Like the way that guy came around the corner just now, yeah, you got to be on it.
There we go. I've been waiting for you. I want my cookies. Ow, don't you dare. Please, please don't. No, I'm out. We're just gonna just no one was supposed to be behind me. My heart's
I
broken.
didn't see it.
It happens.
It happens.
Yeah,
This difficulty with like 1 or 2 hits, and that's usually it for you.
yeah, it's like in 5, everything can toots at you, and it's literally the same.
Yep.
So
They did sorry guys.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say they did I feel like they did like a really good job from 4 and on with adding like the professional / nightmare difficulties and making the games actual hard.
Yes.
And in a sense, like making the easier difficulties to make it more fit different people's play styles. Because I myself am a tryhard, so I like to play the games on these harder difficulties.
Yes.
So it's like really, really rewarding to see that, and then to still have it on the lower ones, so people can just like casually and actually just enjoy the games.
Yeah. When you play on casual, it auto aims for you, whereas everything else like it doesn't. And I think that's pretty cool too, especially with it being first person. Like there is the third person option, which was added last September with the DLC, and it looks like it looks pretty, but as far as aim goes, like first, it's got to be first person.
Got to be, yep.
All right, so you know what? I'm gonna just stay back where it's safe because I died last time doing so much. Come on. No. Adding in the block function was pretty cool too.
Yes.
It just sidestepped everything. Oh, so now you want to run? And it's crazy. Like some of the enemies, like not all of them sidestep. Some do. So I just always shoot with the assumption that they won't.
Yeah. What do you think is worse, the sidestep or the full-on sprint at you?
The sidestep.
Okay.
The sidestep free. That sidestep is quick.
Yeah.
Like running, like they won't ever immediately attack out of sprinting. Like they'll stop first. So like it gives me like a little second to breathe.
Yeah.
All right, are you back? Let me try this again, please. Thank you. All right. Let me just do it this time. I'm gonna hang out over here. No surprises. Yeah. Roar to you too, buddy. All the enemies in Village of Shadows, all the bosses, they have so much health.
Yo.
Like, and look at that. Wow. Okay, get out of here. No, come here. There we are. Yeah. No, you're done. Fall over. What? Okay.
He's still standing? Okay, that's a
right.
tank.
Yeah, that man was eating bullets. Okay, now we're done.
Oh my goodness. That's what we mean when we say these bosses have a lot of health. Does the lightsaber affect block damage? I think this is an important question.
No. You'll still take. You'll still when you block, you still get the wait. What happened? Where'd it go?
Gotcha. Oh, he dropped.
Yeah. I had it dual wielded and I blocked it. Then the bottom disappeared. And now we just sit here and absorb the village. Well, this is burning. It looks so pretty. It really does.
Yeah, if you get past like all the buildings burning down and
Right.
the dudes on the roof shooting arrows at everything. It's a it had to be a very, very nice place to live.
Oh, 100%. It's nice and cold too up in the mountains. I love that overcast.
Yes.
All right. There are only a couple of parts in the run that annoy me the most. That initial siege is one of them.
Yes, if you played this game casually, you know that first section is the worst section probably in the entire game because you are not prepared for that. There's no way you can be prepared for that, and it's just a whooping over and over.
If you do it so in the initial like play style, like so what you do, you go through the house and you go under the house. There's actually an armored like in there. I call him Saberwolf, and you'll actually see it in through right here. Where are you, buddy? Come here. There you go. With the flash, no one sees me. Here you are. These are all the townsfolk, or who are left.
Oi! 誰かいるか?
This is one of my favorite parts about this game, just actually seeing other people
Yes.
in the town and seeing how they act and react, and it's just like, yeah, this was pretty cool.
Look at that typewriter. I think the one thing, there are a few little things that I would have liked. So like in 7, they had it where on harder difficulties, you could only save if you had tapes.
Yeah.
I wish they had ported over here as well.
I wish they would have done a mechanic for that, like kind of like I did in Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yes.
On the lower difficulties, you didn't need it, but on the harder ones, you could have the ink ribbons. I wish there was a balance like that in the in this game.
Yeah. Like there isn't really, and auto saving is still here too.
Yep.
Which I don't really, like I'm not too picky about, but like there's no, like the risk of playing on a harder difficulty is you die quicker, and that's kind of it. It's not like, oh, if you die, you have to start all the way over. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But still, it's a tough one. Got these pieces. We are about to leave the village for now. Because why not? I worked hard for this. All right, RNG Jesus, do you love it? Yes, you do. So sometimes those when I input the pieces, they like so.
Yep.
It'll take more than like 2 seconds to get it into place.
It starts in different locations, right? With different amounts you have to spin it into, right? Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think I've done this. I've completed this game like 40 times. There've only been maybe like a handful where when I placed them, I barely moved at all. But any other time, it's a forever spin.
Yeah.
Right. We get the siblings arguing. That is everyone's favorite tall mommy vampire.
Yeah. I feel like you're right. I do feel like when they showed the demo of like when they first showed off this game and they showed off Lady Domitress, that was the probably the biggest boost in pre-order sales that any game was ever gonna get.
100%. And the saddest part, like the saddest part, you only see her like maybe 6 times throughout the entire run, and like speed running this game, I'm done with the castle in like less than 30 minutes, and you don't come back.
Yep.
I'm like, wait, what? Like that made me a little sad. The castle is a beautiful spot. Like it was just going around and exploring everything, just looking at the decor and just the placement, the atmosphere itself. Like I love that castle.
Yes. I think it was
Like
great
so.
though that they did market her and not anyone else in the runs. It just had everyone sold that she was going to be like the main big bad, and then you play and realize like, oh, there's so much more to the game. I thought that was a great way of like pulling people in and then realizing there was a lot more to the game than what they had initially sold us.
Like later on in the story is crazy too. Like so, like when you go through some of the files, like Miranda was looking for for hosts for the Mutomycete, and Alcina was like one of the few who actually accepted it.
Yeah, it was Alcina, the frog guy.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Heisenberg, and lady of the dollhouse.
Is it Donna? I think it's Donna. I forget too. No, Donna's the doll. Well, Angie's the doll. Her name is Donna.
Yeah, Donna.
Yeah. And they all have different abilities too. Heisenberg's my favorite. I call him Magneto Thor.
That's an accurate name for him. I'm not gonna lie. The frog guy was my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. He just wanted mommy to love him. That was it.
I'm the best.
I'm the best.
Look at me.
He was legitimately my favorite character.
All he wanted to do was just
all he wanted was love.
Right. But as a boss, absolutely not. No, as a boss,
he sucked. No,
atrocious.
That was probably the worst fight. Mordo was the name. Yes, thank you.
Moreau, yeah.
Yeah.
No, like as a boss, like in early, like like when you as difficulties progress, the bosses get more health, like Mega Man's. And I think he has like 24. He has over 25,000. So. Like you'll see later on. Like
yes,
in the initial plays, you can take him out before he even starts anything. But in Village of Shadows, like you kind of gotta let him do what he does, but you can still hit him. So when I was first trying, I got really frustrated just with him alone. I'm like, there's no way it should be taking this long. I'm like, oh, it does take this long.
I'd like to point out that this is Ethan. This is his second time receiving massive hand damage this run.
Right.
Third time overall. They just don't like this man's hands.
You know what? He don't need them.
You really don't. I mean, to open doors, probably.
Just kick him down. They do it in Gears of War. Just kick him down.
Yeah, that was a pull door, though. You can't kick that.
Oh, you know what? Fair enough. Give me this ring.
Messed up. He can only count to 8 now. They really did my boy Ethan dirty.
I'm surprised he didn't grow it back.
You would think that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think you have to like have it to. I think that's the lore of the magic ginger ale, right? Like you have to have it, and then you pour the ginger ale on it, and then it reattaches it.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure we call it the McDonald's Sprite because like that's some crispy Sprite.
It is crispy. It is some crispy Sprite. You can hear the fizz when you put it on the hand. Just
you can fry fish with it. You can fry food with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Put a little heat, the McDonald's Sprites. And the first sister. They're flies. I never got over that.
It was flies? There's flies, right?
Yeah, all three of the sisters are flies.
This is actually pretty gross that it's just like sentient flies that come together to form a human and a human conscience.
Right.
That's Spider-Man level. You know Spider-Man, the alternate reality Spider-Man that is actually just a bunch of spiders that think they're Spider-Man. Yep.
I'm a big Spider-Man fan, but not for that. Absolutely not. But I do.
That's my favorite one.
Is it really?
No. Peter Porker is.
You know what? Everyone wants Peter Porker.
Yeah. Peter Porker, my man Spider-Ham.
So what I just did right there, instead of letting that do its thing, I just did a restart.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of those throughout the game. I know I missed one at the very beginning. All right, so here we are in the cell. Nope, you missed. And now you're burning. I have no idea why you're on fire. Village of Shadows loves to throw in a bunch of little ads that aren't in other difficulties.
Yeah.
And they body block you. Like once they die, they hit and hurt box should just disappear.
Yep.
All right, here comes the first boss fight. Do a little crouching here.
Can't believe someone just caused all this mess.
Bye. I miss you already. Get this bottle of wine. So, fun fact: all the maids in the castle are all women. So all the I don't even know what to actually call them. Ghouls seems kind of rude, but all of them are women.
They had a name. I think it started with an L.
I do not recall.
I do not remember off the top of my head either. Like I said, I watched this game religiously, but it's been a minute since I played it, so I'm like kind of spotty on some of the lore of it. Mm-hmm. I think was it like Louvres or something like that?
I gotta double check. So this right there. Well, all the chests, when you interact with it, instead of letting it open all the way, I just pause and unpause, and it just bypasses the animation.
Mm-hmm.
Come here.
She tries to just block the door.
Yep.
And can't do it.
And if you walk into her like while she's forming, she'll grab you.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of
wanna stop that right there.
Right. Well, I tried doing it with the flash rounds. They aren't as consistent as the explosives. So I'm like, all right. This is all Alcina's chambers. This entire spot right here is hers. How you get a whole house to yourself?
Ballin'.
Right.
Like, I also love the fact that she was the only one who had the luxurious house. Mm-hmm. His family, everybody else was living in like the backwoods. And
right.
All sorts of like underground factories.
I mean,
stuff.
but you know, but Heisenberg had a whole factory to himself. No, I mean,
yeah.
I there's a castle, but there's a factory.
Yes, a castle. Yeah, I mean, the dollhouse was a thing, but it wasn't like you could fit like the whole dollhouse in one of these rooms. Like it was. Right.
All right. Do I get lucky? Oh, you're down. Let's see if it's still passes. Nope. All right, you can have it. So there are 30 FPS strats for these. I just shoot. Now
that's also important to mention. I should ask that because I know in other games, the enemies behave differently based off your frame rate. Like if you play Resident Evil 2 Remake on like the lowest frame rate possible, the lowest settings, zombies literally will not react to you. You can just walk by them like they don't exist. Is that the same thing here?
There are a couple of spots where that is the case, and I'm not too comfortable with all of them. The only one I can do that with is the baby. Here comes my first 1v1 with Lady D. So many little passageways to crawl through. When you play the Shadow of the Rose DLC, you actually revisit all of this, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Another well-done DLC. Capcom the Resident Evil teams have always done an amazing job in general of additional content for their games. Also, more hand damage to Ethan. We just lost the entirety of our hand.
Come get me. So, and right now, I'm not really worried about Lady D. It's the ad that's really the problem. And I want them to be back here. Look at that. So if come here. Come on. You open yet? No, it's not. Oh, sweet. Oh, let's roll. Fabulous. So if I progress, if I go through here when she's not there, she'll cut down those bars and she'll be right there at the other end. Mm-hmm. So by me getting her to just follow behind me, I don't have to worry about any of that. And I just dodge the command grab.
I love how they add suspense to these sections by making the doors and everything open extra slow.
Yes.
Here goes some more of that Sprite. Look at the magic power.
I'm telling you, it's magic.
Look at the magic power of this stuff. Hand missing, no problem. Just
right. Nerves, bone, all of it.
None of it's there. Just reattach it.
Right. Easy peasy.
Rub some dirt on it. Pour some Sprite on it.
I may as well call him.
It's like you never lost it.
Right. Oh, we back on Flash or Explosive. I don't recall.
Actually, do we want to even get into the spoilers as to why there's no blood or bones coming out there?
I mean, so I actually have a running gag. I say Ethan's black, and that's all I say. I mean, technically, Ethan is black.
Yeah, technically. Yeah, if y'all don't know, should we? It doesn't matter, right?
I mean,
They're gonna find out at some point anyway.
I mean, it's the sequel, may as well. So Ethan died. So in 7, when Mia went missing, Ethan died. Going to
immediately
go get her
in the game.
And too low. And so when because Evelyn took control of an entire family. And so like if you've played 7 at all, like all the enemies there are molded. So Ethan died, and when he was brought back, which they never you don't really see it all. It just shows Jack saying, "Welcome to the family." He punches Ethan, he curb stomps him, kills him at that point.
Yep.
And it shows him back in the house with his hand reattached. At that point, he is now molded.
Yep.
Please don't. Please don't. Thank you.
Smooth.
I try. Can't move, go too fast through the door because the flies will hit me. Like so. I love the Japanese voices. Yeah, those flies do damage. I don't understand why they hit you over there if you can't even see them. But if you wait too long, Lady D will actually walk up to you and hit you. And I can't really it's pretty inconsistent. There have been some times where I've gotten her to just look at me at the door, and then the other times where she will just run up and hit me.
Yep.
Right. Rocket pistol time. 1. Come here. 2. 3. I hit it already. Okay. I want this painting in my house. I want it.
That's a nice painting.
Very much so. It's like 10 feet. I'll find somewhere to put it. Reload and reload often. The last thing you want to do is forget to reload your weapon and end up in the space where you need to reload.
You ain't got no bullets, yeah.
Right.
Especially when everything is basically a one-hitter quarter at this point. Like, you don't want to do that. And because we're playing with, like, higher damage weapons, I'm assuming this does a lot to another very hidden stat, which is important in most Capcom games, which is the damage assist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this game based off damage assist like the other ones, or is this just just later games? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think the assist is in this one. I'm sorry. You're my favorite. Get this mask. Let's go. We're out of here. Which castle do you like better? This one or Salazar's in 4?
This one.
I was thinking
that has a lot to do with the view.
You know what? I'm sure if they had 4 in first person, I'd probably feel differently.
We'll see when the remake comes out.
I'm so excited for that. It'll be the best birthday present ever.
Yep.
I've been doing my best to avoid as many spoilers as possible on that. I've seen 1 too many already.
Yeah, that's why you just gotta stay off the internet sometimes. But I don't know how much can it technically be spoiled in a remake. You know, I've seen some of the mechanics, and that's all I needed to see. And then who's gonna be in the game. When
I saw Leon can parry with the knife, I was happy. And then the more I thought about it, I was very upset. Because I'm like, what? Leon can parry with the knife now. Leon can crouch. And so I was wondering if there are going to be any like sneaking in the game at all, because you didn't really do much sneaking in 4. I mean, you did hide with Ashley, but that's kind of it. Like I don't want to see it anymore. The game right now, like from what I've seen, it's apples to apples, and it looks very beautiful.
Yeah, it's very, very gorgeous. But we'll see if they do add that. That would be a good, I think, in my opinion, would be like really, really fun to add to give it more of a horror aspect.
Yeah.
Because Resident Evil 4 does have a horror aspect to start, and it builds on it, and then it just falls kind of flat. So it'd be really interesting to see how they what the direction is with it, as far as like taking it to straight horror or.
Yeah, for sure.
The action build up.
I'm actually sad. Wow. Okay. So with ladders in this game, you can jump down every ladder you see, with the exception of the 2 that you can't. But every other ladder, you just jump down. You don't have to do what we just saw there. And usually, I fire off my I fire the flash round and I jump down at the same time. But I got a little greedy. High five.
He makes a good point. You're doing a lot of like gripping and grabbing with just like 2.5 fingers.
Ooh, I messed up. I forgot to unlock that door.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All good. Sorrow, good pleasure, then joy, pleasure, joy, and I mean she's gonna hit me either way. Can we talk? All right.
She takes no damage, right?
No, she's not taking any at all. I hit her once and she's stunned. I have not been able to do it since. Like, I was thinking that she would have that same like mechanic like Mr. X did.
You shoot them enough and they drop down.
Yeah.
I don't think she has that, right? She's just
She's like, nah, I'm not falling for any of that.
built different.
Boss time.
Yes, that is the same lady in the white dress that you have just seen.
Right.
You wouldn't believe it if you watched the cutscene.
And she says that only 2 people have seen her in this form. Well, Miranda saw this form, and now me. So it's like the $1 million question: how do you get back?
How do you change back?
Right, which like baffles me. Like in every Resident Evil game, like they always have like they always have those bosses who do that. Like Irving turned into like I don't even know what Irving turned into, like a fish or a slug. Can you take flight, please?
Yeah, but Irvin, I think he changed back because he was dying, right? I don't think he had control over his power.
And right here, a 1 and a 2.
Absolute blow up on her part, honestly, to go from lady in phenomenal white dress to
that's good.
dragon beast.
I didn't like that at all. Usually she goes on the other side. She did not like getting stabbed in the side like that. And now we wait. I really love this castle.
That's a nice close-up view. If you look right up top, you can see exactly where the base of her body is. And this is what Shin has been shooting at the entire time. It may have been hard to see when she was further out and moving, but that was probably the best angle you're going to get on what we've been aiming at this whole time.
So waist down, she had a whole nother creature. Her legs actually were 4 and a tail and a wings, and
that's why she wore the long white dress, just to keep it concealed.
Ow. So every lock that's that you see in the game, instead of switching to the knife and knifing it, you can just hit it with the rocket pistol, which is kind of the biggest purpose of having a rocket pistol. It's just for locks.
Yep.
They hit it again. Look at that. I had to stock up on my first aids. They do not. You don't get very many in
Village of Shadow. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think there's maybe like 7 spots where they give them to you, but other than that, it's all RNG. Whether or not you get the herb and then the chem, like nah. But I just did a previous run and just stacked up on them.
So that's the new game plus strategies, you know.
That's right.
That's why. Just make sure you're prepared for the runs.
Right. So another spot in the original run, there's only those 2 lichens, but because it's Village of Shadows, they decided to be funny and throw in an archer to my left and an armor lichen to my right, and you just run past them. Don't even touch them.
My favorite, added difficulty by added enemies.
Right. There's also the damage on Ethan's hand too. Like, well, the fly bites were there. Now they're gone.
Sprite got rid of those. It couldn't get. Don't bring the fingers back, but it got rid of those.
Right.
That's everybody's favorite, the Duke.
Oh,
Did you notice how sweaty his chin was? That was like his chin was glistening. You only saw it for a short second in the cutscene, but yeah, he
Wait, did I get it?
shining.
Had to give myself a little bit of shortcut. If I didn't break that door down, I would have to deal with 4 plain Jane Lycans and 2 armored ones, and that's usually an instant death for me. I'd rather not. All right, we got home slice right here to the right. Now you're out of here. Put that down. Not enter. Well, the game like to be
Trying
funny,
to
right?
stop me because I can't read.
So it tells you to look through this window. I'm gonna do it. If you look out the window, come on. Wait, are you not gonna do it? Are you gonna tell me to do it? All right. So if you there's a prompt that tells you to look out the window for the code, and if you look out the window, a Lycan pops up. The first time I did it, I was
Scared.
almost.
I think it got all of us. Because I think you have to get it from the perfect angle to see how the code lines up. And when you do it, he just pops out.
Right. Like, what do you like? No.
He wasn't even there.
There we go. This tractor wasn't here my first visit in the village. Then it's like, who put it here?
Out of all the things that he done crawled under, I think that was probably the most nerve-wracking.
Right.
Yeah, no one know how long that jack was gonna hold up.
You know, but we won't deal with it again. So the chickens, so we've seen chickens and fish. Later on in the game, like in the original one, the first playthrough, Duke tells you that he can make food for you. And you have to, take out the animals, and then you'll get the power-ups. There are some spaces where like they're one and done, so if you miss it, you miss it. Like, so when I left Castle D, there were 3 fish in the water. That's one spot. Once I think it's after I finish the second part, I can actually go back to the outside of the castle and get more fish. There's a special bird that pops up.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really realize that until like my second run when I clicked that you can't revisit some spots. There are some collectibles that you can only get at certain times as well.
Yep. Then there's the rare fish and then the rare bird and then
it's a bluebird too. Like, why gotta be a bluebird? But coming back through here, there are enemies that you can 30 FPS pass. I just take them out. I actually get lucky with one and I can just sidestep it.
Yes. We're headed towards my personal favorite part of this game.
Oh, 100%.
The dollhouse. The dollhouse has some nice tech and skip. So we going for it?
There's only one I could do, and that's my last interaction with the baby. And fingers crossed, I get it first try. I've actually seen another strat where you can actually get the baby to whip all together, and then you see the baby just get sucked into the wall. And I'm like, I really want to do that one instead.
I gotta look that one up.
All the hallucinations that we're seeing of Mia is Donna. Donna's ability makes you hallucinate. Whenever you're in her range. So any of the times that you've seen the doll, you've seen Angie moving and talking by herself, that's just Donna.
Yep.
Now we can run. There are 2 mini bosses in the game. One is here. Once I come back from Moreau, and that
shows up.
Yeah. And then there's the other mini boss right before I do the Lycan Stronghold.
And they're both the same form of that other dude that we saw at the beginning of the game.
I call him Naked Arias. They have no hair, same weapons, but they have knee pads and boots instead. I love that.
Just straight wrestling gear.
Right. I love this weapon.
It's such a cool looking lightsaber.
It really is. I wish they had kept that trend going. You know, before Leon had the cannon that charged up and one shot at everything. They didn't have anything strange in 5.
No, they didn't.
I think 6.
I think 4 was the only one that had like a strange weapon, right? I think it was only 4.
Yeah. 6 didn't have anything. 7 had the chainsaw, but that was like it. Look at this house. I know how old this house has been.
Yeah, you can definitely tell who was the favorite daughter of Miranda based off of the houses they got.
Right. I mean, but I do like this house though. Like just exploring the house. Like it is nice and cozy. Not a house I would want, but I can't really say no to an elevator. You know.
Yeah, an elevator in your house, that's a little too much for me, honestly. If you got an elevator with the doors that open like this, to be honest, I don't want it. Because where it's leading, it's probably leading somewhere like this.
Right, which is a second. Why is there a second house underground?
Yeah, this paint job is kind of hideous. There's way too many lights. Are they all affected by the same light switch? I'm worried about my electricity bill.
Right.
I don't think this is the house for me.
I have no Wi-Fi reception because those are stone. Like that's just true stone down.
Just no Wi-Fi. You in the house on? Can't even get no 5G through these walls.
No AC, no nothing. It is what it is.
You know what? It's cold enough outside though.
You know, I'll take it. When you play the DLC for Shadows of Rose, this dog comes to life.
Oh my god!
And there's like 1 million of them. Like it's true horror. If this team were to mess around and make a Silent Hill game,
it'd be phenomenal.
Oh, 100%.
We are getting a Silent Hill remake though, which sounds. I'm excited to see it. We'll see what happens with it, but you know,
gotta go back and play all of those again. So this code,
you don't have to play all of them, but yeah, I get what you mean.
I would like to, just so you know, I can say I don't want to just if there's a series of games, I don't want to just touch one title. Like I want to play them all, you know, so I can really like see and understand the difference and also know. Because lore is important. I like games with lore.
Fair enough.
1, 2, 3, 5. I want a music box.
I don't know, fam. These things might creep me out. You wind it up and then you hear the little music going on the side, especially if the batteries or something start dying and the music start getting a little distorted.
Oh, you know what? Good point.
Music box sounds good on paper, just like this house until you get into it.
I think
it's a good house. Then you got unexpected children walking around here.
And a doll just laying here.
Yup.
Why is there a picture of me? Oh my goodness. Not Mia. Doll Mia. Like, look at it. Like this is creepy, 100%. Like I love the atmosphere of this house too.
Yes.
What was the order of this again? Oh no! What happens when you think about it? Profound sadness. Oh, I think it was baby. Every time I think about it, I mess it up. When I just muscle memory it, go straight through.
Good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We get it?
Yeah, I got it.
We got it.
We got it. Now the fun. Now it's fun. The fact that there's an elevator goes to a second house and then a well.
I'm just starting to wonder, like, what the heck is actually the bottom of this house looking like, right? Maybe you just don't want to get to the bottom.
For all we know, it could be Lisa Trevor.
Mm-hmm. So wait, someone in chat says you can order music boxes with custom songs on it. So I can get one with "Back That Thing Up" by Juvenile.
I kind of want one with the Yu Yu Hakusho theme song. I mean, who doesn't want a Smile Bomb music box?
That sounds dope. Yeah, probably a lot better than my idea.
I mean, I think that would be great too. Yeah, have a little jingle taking over for the 99s in 2000.
Can't even go into the lyrics.
I mean, I'm sure there's a Kids Bop version of it somewhere.
Can you imagine Kid Bop trying to do oh man, that'll be it. I would like to hear it if it exists.
They would have to really do some surgery on those lyrics. They would have to really do some surgery.
Yep.
They're probably talk about like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's as close as you can get. I'd be terrified to go down these stairs. Imagine like one of the rails breaking. That's it.
Yeah, no, this would be it. Like at some point,
like, well, that's it.
There was different points of this run where I just say nope, and I just sit there and just wait for it to happen. That this would definitely be like the final straw. Like, nope, I'm just gonna sit here at the top of this well, and whatever's gonna happen to me happens. I'm not doing it.
I mean, but he was trying to save his wife and child now. So I mean, find an alternative. I don't even know. Where'd the lights go? And here comes everyone's favorite part.
Baby Rages in chat.
I'm out. To the left. So you could, there's actually, there's a way to make the baby disappear, but for the sake of time, like
You got plenty of time.
I do? Oh, don't tell me that. Now I want to go back and do it.
Up to you. You're the last foot of the night. You told me that. You have the entire floor.
Now I gotta do it again. Okay. All right. So normally the baby chases you around the house, like through the first portion. But come on. Come on.
Look at that.
You're doing it.
Grotesque. Yet adorable.
I love to laugh. But I just have to wait. Get the baby in here, and then when I go back and get the scissors, the baby won't pop up on the other side. Where do you want to go? Okay. So normally, I turn around, I go around through the study. I go to the lock. I go to the fuse box. I get the piece, and then I come back, and the baby's right there. But now, because I did this, the baby won't be there anymore until I leave the second house. That's the second part of the house.
I did not know that.
So,
I can't lie. No, the creepiest part about the baby is that it says Dada. I think nothing's more frightening than just finding out of nowhere that you're a father.
So that's
to be honest with you.
So not the fact that it has a zero frame command grab for insta kill. So normally the baby would come through this way to get me, but because I did that portion, like there's no baby. But there is Angie, who's been watching the entire time.
Just chilling in the cut.
Just waiting.
Acting like she ain't woke. It's just over here just pretending to be slumped.
Right. I've seen Toy Story. I know how this works. So
is the baby gonna appear here again, or is that it?
Yes. And like if you do it the original way, right? You crawl under the bed. You can crawl under the bed, or you can hide in one of these lockers. But I am going to attempt
the baby skip.
The 30 frame. Get it right. Oh my. And I'm gonna look to here. Line it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're off. You left me right. You left me right. You left me right. There we go.
Oh, that was smooth.
Thank you. Thank you. If you're too far back, the baby will scoop you. If you're too far forward, the baby will scoop you. And I don't like. There have been some times where I'm literally running through the baby and past it, and I still get snatched up.
That was clean, though. That was
thank you.
Very, very well done.
So here we are. It is time to make our way out of here. Come say bye.
Say bye to Dad now.
I'm not gonna miss you at all.
You say that now. Look at him crying.
Oh my goodness. I am always amazed by how loud babies can scream.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of voice box do you have? These vocal cords are strong.
I think babies just are like relatively strong for their size in every regard. Like a baby's grip is also really, really strong.
Yo, for real
the
though?
vocal cords. I think it's just because everything is fresh, you know?
I would never want to arm wrestle a baby. Alright. So this is a very interesting fight, right? So Angie's always gonna be upstairs. That's the first part. The second part, once she moves, she's in one of two places, but you have to go past one to get to the other. The third spot is where the mix-up happens. She'll either be in the living room or in the elevator, and the only way you know is by the laughter. But even then, like, you can still get mixed. So everything's funny. I get it. Look at Donna. Hey, Donna. Bye, Donna. Wait, are the dolls moving? They were. I want to show you how the dolls freaking out. Everything's about to come to life. They start looking at you.
Yep.
In the DLC, those dolls do come to life, and you have to hide for them. It's actually pretty scary.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the mix. Please be over here. Oh no, the shame.
Oh no, I've never seen her any other spot.
Yeah, you can truly get mixed. She may be there 9 times, but on the 10th time she'll be here.
Yeah, I've never seen her in this spot. That's new to me.
Yeah, it's an achievement for doing this in under a minute and doing it within a minute and 45 seconds. And that is based off of where she is on her third location, and you really just gotta guess it right.
Yeah.
Oh, so we have the second out of 4 pieces of rose, and it is time to make our way back. I have my weapons again.
Y'all heard him right? Pieces of rose. They put our baby in the pieces, and we got to pick the pieces back up.
We have to reassemble our poor child.
Like Legos or something.
I'm telling you.
Ridiculous.
I wish there were elevator music.
That might be the scariest part, honestly. You just in here, this whole creepy environment, and then you just hear like the little elevator chime music. You know, as you're going down in this thing.
If the elevator music was like, if there was an option to make the elevator music like all the piano like renditions of the original Resident Evil's save songs, oh, I would. I'd pay for that. And here we are. Because why not? Ooh, there we go. Usually that's a problem. And there's one more. The Village of Shadows does what they do best. These lichens are not here in any other time. Do my side steps. Shout out to Jaguar Paw. I was just watching Apocalypto last night. I was like, you know what? It's a great film.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, fine. You got it. You got it.
Someone asked how much Sprite you think it would take to reassemble an entire baby. I'm gonna go ahead and just say like the 2-liter barrel, right?
I would say a whole tub. But surprisingly enough, when you reassemble Rose, there's no Sprite included. It is magnetically.
We don't know that, right? They put it into the little tube thing and it kind of goes down and she comes back up. So it might have been like a baptism in Sprite.
A rebaptism?
Yeah. It might have been, yeah, just like a little Sprite fountain underneath the thing.
I'm gonna kill that one. I've tried to be fancy and then I just hit it one time and run. There are 2 on this difficulty. We're about to run up on Moreau. It's your favorite boss, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel it.
I have no idea what this is, but it's gross.
It's in it.
I mean, he produces it. So
I ain't gonna say it. We are rated PG.
I was gonna say mucus.
It might be snot juice. Yeah, it might be snot juice.
Lime?
He definitely sounds like his nose be running all the time. He
Constantly
just be sneezing all over the place.
He's a we should put him on the front box of Mucinex.
Yeah. He definitely gives off little kid running up to you with the snot nose,
just
asking
snotty
if you got
nose,
games on your phone energy.
Mama, can I see your phone?
Mama, you got.
There's so many.
You got games on your phone. You still got, Mama. You still got Angry Birds on your phone.
Not Angry Birds. I remember Angry Birds. I remember Flappy Bird too.
Oh my God, that's a throwback. That was probably like the wildest 2 weeks in mobile game history.
Yeah, because there were clones for it everywhere. So I still have my old iPhone 4 still because there was a clone called it's called Street Flapper, and instead of Angry Birds, it's Street Fighter characters, and they're all doing like different moves. So like Chun-Li's doing Spinning Bird, Bison's doing Devil's Reverse, Akuma's doing Demon Flip, Guile is doing Flash Kick, and I still play that. That's the only reason I have that phone because I can't get it anywhere else.
I wish I would have done the same. I remember I had Flappy Bird installed on my phone, but I traded my phone in to upgrade my phone. I really wish I would have kept it.
Oh no!
Especially considering that after I did that, people started selling their phones with Flappy Bird for like a few $1,000s.
Stop! Are you kidding?
Yeah, that was a thing for a while. Like if your phone had Flappy Bird installed, people were paying money for it.
I mean, Flappy Bird was the game.
Yeah.
Nah, you're out of here. Are we flashing? We sure are. Bye. If I stayed there any longer, an entire horde of Lycans would have shown up, and it wouldn't have been pretty.
Ooh, Peggle and Plants vs. Zombies are also throwbacks. Yes.
Plants vs. Zombies. There was that Garden Warfare one. I love Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
That I have no one to play it with. Let's try and be fancy.
Are those servers still up for that game?
That's a good question. I still see the game in on the Xbox Marketplace. I wouldn't be surprised. A boat. The only other time there's a boat involved. Well, there's 1 in 5, but you're not really controlling it. But in 4, you are.
Oh no, 5. You control the boat, the one with the big fan that you get from Little Island.
Oh, you know
Island.
what? Okay, so I'm not counting that one, right? I'm just counting this standard boat with a little motor on it. Nah, that big boat, nah, that's a different story. And that was a good little spot too, because you could farm rocket launchers there.
Mm-hmm. And the little chicken island. I remember that section.
Yeah. Let's play out real quick. Look at our boy Chris.
一体何を調べてる
They put them all in Resident Evil in Reverse. They have Chris and the entire team. and they all do different things. But there's the one with the light machine gun. Like I love that one.
クリスかお前ミアを殺す
All right, that's it. I just want to show that little snippet of Chris with the trench coat. Chris has really gone through the ringer, and he really needs Chris needs to retire. He needs a vacation
And a therapist.
Oh, 100%. This man has experienced nothing but pain and trauma since the
ど
beginning.
うすれば
He gotta be like early 50s at the youngest
Yeah,
at this point. Like
Right.
he's been doing this for way too long.
too long. Leon too, but I think Leon's a little more low key.
Leon's up there too.
Yeah,
They're both up there. They've been doing this for a really, really long time. Chris has only been at it for you really think about it, Chris has only been at it for a couple months longer than Leon, as far as the whole umbrella hunt has been going.
that's true. I'm surprised they haven't met up more times, right? I mean, there was that time in 6. And then there was the CGI that movie. I'm not even sure if that's canon.
Yeah, the one that's they're gonna be in together. The new movie that's coming out, Death Island.
Yeah,
And
Which
I
has
think
Jill
they
back, too.
shown that Jill's gonna be in it too.
yeah.
Yes.
Jill don't get no love. She really don't.
She really doesn't. But there was a reason for that. She was out after she had to go through the entire thing with Wesker. She was out rehabbing. And that took a few years. They hinted at that in Revelations 2. That as Barry, I think, that mentioned it in some file that Jill was just close and was ready to get back into the fight.
So usually I don't chance it, but recently I have been getting past it. But you're gonna give it to me this time, or else stop playing with me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on. Got it.
Nice. These are really, really interesting dodges to go through here in this section.
Yeah. And his hitbox is kind of, it scares me too, because I don't know how big it is. There are a couple spots where he reaches out to get you, over there. Or I'll just see it in a second. Just switch.
ようだ
I'm sorry, Ethan. I know it stinks. Just get it over with.
I wouldn't touch that either.
Come on, don't you do it. But if you're too slow on those switches, you fall in the water and it's instant death.
Yep.
And don't you do it. We're good. So right here is gonna be the next time he lunges.
What the problem is, yeah.
I have no idea how far that goes. So I just stand here. Then he just pops out here. Look at me. I'm the best.
Look at him. He just wants love and attention from his mama.
He literally just having a good time in his own little lake, just swimming around. I mean,
Yes.
I mean, he is one of those little bratty kids. You know, he acts all friendly, and then he's secretly a bully. You know those kids in school.
Yep.
Yes, we get it. You can turn into a fish.
Very clean section, by the way, though.
Thank you. Yoinks. And that handy dandy rocket pistol.
Keeps things clean.
So this part coming up, I have to turn the crank to get the windmill to stop. But I got to crank it down, but I can't use it until I go over here, and you can't climb up it, and then I come back, and now we can turn the crank. I never understood why I mean, I guess.
Why? Yeah, that never made sense to me either. But I also never noticed it because I never like had to like pay attention to that. I usually just got it autopiloted, then it came back like, oh, I got to come back and do that.
Right. And here we are. With 8 fingers, he held on. I would have let go. You would have got me.
Yeah, I don't know how he's doing that. You think he would have used the other hand at some point, but nope.
Turning. And we're out of here. Puzzle time. The last puzzle of the game, actually. Yeah, last puzzle.
Oh, shoot, that was the last puzzle of the game.
Here it is. So you just, if you look at the picture, it's turned to the right. It's rotated. It's rotated 90 degrees, kind of clockwise. Now we drain the water, and my least favorite fight ensues. I'm sorry, Moreau. No water for you. That's a big fish. Remind me of that fish. Remind me of the fish Futurama with all the eyes.
Oh my God, yeah, that's. Also love that as a fish, it has arms as well, just crawling around.
I mean, that's a humanoid, right?
Yeah.
Come on, all right, let's talk about it.
Y'all thought y'all wanted to be Ariel. This is what an actual mermaid looks like, chat.
Is eating slugs. He'll take a damage throughout all of this. All right, time to go. This acid will touch you as well. And here we are. So all you do is just shoot. You reload twice. Moreau used acid. Not very effective.
This is a lot of health because this is a really, really strong gun that you're shooting at him. And he just tanked 26 bullets.
He won't die until he comes down. Don't you do it. Come here. Sure, come here. Come on. That's my part. And he's out of here.
There we go. That's the moistest boss in the game down.
Yep. So if you're treasure hunting in this zone, there are 2 fish here, and there's a collectible that you can only get now. Once you leave the zone, that's it. And the 3rd key. Your powers combine.
Also, we didn't say it while it was happening. The reason we went underneath the hood while he was doing that, because that's the only way to dodge his acid rain attack. Yeah. And especially on Village of Shadows, that will hurt a lot.
100%. Yeah. Not pretty. And on hardcore, you can actually, if your DPS is good, you'll actually bypass that entire phase. But Village of Shadows, like, nah, you're gonna enjoy the asset. Lightsaber. Look at this. Like, how have you not changed your bandage yet?
How is it still fresh and clean, except for like the little blood on the side?
I'm trying to figure out, like, how did you change it? When did you change it?
He's got. I don't think he did. I just think he's got some type of like anti-dirt aura or something. He's got some of that stain repellent all over his clothes and skin. Because ain't no way.
All right. So Heisenberg has done what Heisenberg does best. Heisenberg is the rebellious child out of all of them. This way, Papa. So in the initial playthrough, this is where you get the grenade launcher. And beware, those pigs that you saw earlier will hit you. And so will these goats.
Which I may not have known is that those pigs become the pigs that you see in Bloodborne. It's all tied together.
And the mini boss fight is over here. Let's take a detour. This is where you get the last ingredients to give to Duke for the food. This is actually a pretty cool zone. This actually kind of gives me like Resident Evil 4 vibes, like the chop shop.
Yep.
Yo.
Anything when you walk into a section and you see these type of instruments and blood and stuff on the floor, you know something about to happen.
My man's got a knee brace. I thought it was a knee brace at first. Just naked Arias.
Yeah, he's not fully naked, but he's definitely shirtless.
Okay, I'll take that. And this is what you come here for. This is how you get the rest of the meats for your stats. Ta-da. There's 2 of these. The other one, oh hello, like
It was in the water, right?
I'm back at the grave.
Yeah.
So yeah, so see like how like it does. Wow. All right, we're not doing that again.
Oh, the combo.
Yeah, they do that. It's very unpleasant. But the older zombies do that too in the older games. If you were getting bit by one and another one was close enough, then the damage would.
Yeah, Right 2 Remake was really, really bad for that.
Yes. And you're out of here. Please don't. RNG Jesus if you want to do what you want to do. Someone is running up on me and I hear them.
Chasing behind you?
Yeah. I think I still have my flash. You're on flash still, right?
Good. I don't think I saw you change off of it.
Hi. Go. All right, y'all want smoke? This is what you wanted. You wanted all the smoke, didn't you? And we're just killing time until that gate comes down.
The gate opens up, yeah.
You for the press of one. Alright, and now comes the next unlucky
Do you
part.
need flash grenades when walking up the next part?
So it's kinda I've seen other runners do it with flash. But I would rather have the explosive just for the knockback. Because I want them out of my way.
Yes.
And if you get hit, you will fall down here, and that's not where you want to be. Drop down. Actually, no. And wow. All right. Cool. It's fine. It's fine. You can have it. You can have it. That's what you want.
Gotta love how you just pour Sprite on your arm and suddenly your entire body is healed.
Right.
The healing mechanics in this game are probably my favorite in the entire series.
I tend not to ask questions. I'm just grateful for it and keep going.
I also wonder if a lot of the change to this liquid healing was because people, I guess, were starting to come to terms with the fact that the herbs were probably being smoked in previous games.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They were planted. They were in corners. If you combined them, they ended up on.
They was in the brown wrapping paper. Yup. They were definitely engaging in the marijuana.
Hey,
and I don't know if that can be disputed anymore. But I wonder if that was the reason that they changed to liquid stuff when that came to like the complete forefront of the discussion.
I mean, it's a natural. It's a herb with healing with healing properties. I mean,
yeah.
And then in 4, they made it. Well, in 4 they made it spray, and they never looked back. 4 was
like
spray.
Anyone believe that?
I'll never forget. I'm like, why does this plant look like this? Yep. What is that on? All right, so
right in the wrapping paper. They didn't even try to hide it.
Like this is not ointment. He still takes damage while he's up here. The minute you hit the ground, you're out of here. This is a good little spot for some if you want to get some money. That's about, I think, 20-30 grand worth of jewelry in there.
So it's just sitting on the ceiling, yep.
Yeah, and this game was not played when it comes to the cost for upgrading. Nah, they are
it's
not
expensive.
cheap. Yes,
Duke trying to rob you out here.
Oh, for sure. I had to do 3 playthroughs to even to max out the stake. No,
yep.
I had to do 3 playthroughs. Yeah, I had to do 3 to max it out. And then you got to you get points for completing the game and doing the achievements and getting the infinite ammo. Getting the infinite ammo for the stake took a couple more runs too.
Yes.
Yeah, so they do not play, but the payoff is very much worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are 3 magnums in this game, and you would think the one that's titled Wolfsbane, that's like a very large magnum, would be the one, but the Wolfsbane only does, I think, 3,200 damage per round, and the stake is over 5,000. You know what? We'll go visit you. Where's Big Wolf? Up yet? Where are you? There you are. Hi. This is the only time this enemy pops up. Oh no, you're stuck. No, I shot. Okay, that's not fair.
Uh-oh.
Nah, he's out.
Okay.
Can you like not? There we go. So they put a couple of those. That guards a collectible up there now, and that's the only time it pops. That's the only one that you see. The game's pretty good about exploration and like rewards and such. Mm-hmm. Like I like that it gives you a reason to explore and backtrack. So now we're about to hit the factory. Now things really get fun. After we put Rose into the socket here. So this is the point when it starts to tie in to the actual story, because that's the umbrella logo. So it's a little bit. So Spencer came to visit Miranda. Oh, not yet. There we go. So Spencer came to visit Miranda. I think it was like the 40s. It was way back in the day.
50s. It was the 50s. It was like 1950
right.
to 53.
It was way back when. Mm-hmm. And so she gave him the idea, but instead of doing it through the Mutamycete, he wanted to create a virus.
Yep. And there you have it, folks. One of the weakest tie-ins a series has ever had.
Like,
I mean, it works, but
right. It's all you get. Like, that's
Yeah.
it. Like, nothing more. That's it. And then you play with Chris, you see Spencer's letter.
That's he explains it out
Right.
right at the end.
Right. It was like, what, Spencer? What's up with elevators? Oh my goodness. I never noticed it did that. I never looked up. Yeah, we're still good to go. Really? Don't play with me. There we go. Factory time. I love this factory. The first time I played it, I got lost. I like legit got lost the first time I played. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I thought I soft locked myself. Because even with the map, I was like, no, I'm very much confused.
Yes.
Gonna have one of the more interesting bosses here very soon. I call him Airman. He has this giant propeller. And the propeller are really chainsaw blades. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. Everything here is like manufactured from something very, very dangerous.
And like he cut his own, he cut his own arms off from the blades. I'm like, wow.
I would too, you know? He's just like testing it out. You're like, hey, is that real? Oh, yep. That enemy that you just shot also isn't there in the lower difficulty.
Nope. And a couple of enemies here aren't initially here either.
None of them are. In that section that you just went through, they were just you and the chainsaw dude.
Yeah. Then when I get to the first part, like the which I call the main part of the factory, because I'm always coming back to that spot to turn the mold into keys. There's that one. Well, come on, don't do this to me, please don't. Didn't want to let me get up there for some reason.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like, nah.
I love how that jump was barely off the ground and Ethan had no hang time.
Right.
And barely made it to that ladder.
There we go. I can still get hit in the middle of this, which is crazy.
You can?
Yes. Which is wild, because when Jill, you know, in RE3, when Jill is running from Nemesis, when you, in the first part before you enter the sewers, when you kick open that grate, Nemesis does not hit you. But when I do that with Ethan, I can still get hit.
They said one was an oversight. Never again.
And just because I can. That's an achievement, by the way.
Nice shot.
Hi, Duke. Bye, Duke. He's just sitting here, just having a good old time.
Is he reading a tablet? Oh, no, he's smoking.
He's Duke in the stogie. At no point do you see Duke traversing, either going from one area to another. He just pop up and he's here.
Like Jason.
Right.
You have no idea how he got in front of you, but he's there in front of you.
Right. You're like, wasn't I just running from you like 5 seconds ago? So I am going to be despawning some enemies soon. Alrighty. So this Joker is not here in the original run. I have two options. So I can kill him now, or I can let him be, but every time I revisit this room, he will reset here. Bye.
Yep, take him off the way now. You ain't got to deal with him again later.
Right. Yeah. And when this enemy animates, I'm gonna despawn him as well. In the original runs, it's just him, but because of Village of Shadows, I'm going to deal with a flying one as well. Yeah, I'll deal with you in a second. Come on. Drop this mode. Come on. Really? Oh. Alright. Right on time.
You got a rocket launcher?
No, it was heat seeking. So he fired a laser, he aims the laser, and then he dashes in and it hits you.
Oh. I don't know if that one's there on the lower difficulties.
Yes, it's there, but you don't interact with him very often to have to deal with it. Alright, so I can either run through these or I can shoot them. These actually hurt you a lot.
I know. I tried to run through them once, and yeah, I ate that damage.
Chill, Bill.
Nice shot. He's eating that damage. What is he doing?
Yo, I'm sorry. What? I better not. There's one behind me still. Yo, that was uncalled for. I mean, those command grabs are wild.
Yeah.
Oh, and we are never gonna revisit that spot again. The damage Ethan has sustained is like, look at, got the scars, the oil. Unlock this door.
Yeah, make sure we all loaded up before what's about to happen next. Are we going up on the boss fight?
No.
Oh, we still got a ways to go, right?
Oh yeah. Once the lights go out. Open. Here we go. Once the lights go out, you know it's time. Hop off the wall. Step out. Really? Hi. And now we just
Take another mold real quick. You know, play with our lightsaber.
I don't tell you. And enjoy my 200 hours and hard work.
It's such a cool looking weapon.
It really is. I wish it did more damage. Like I did a lightsaber only run. It took like 2.5 hours, and I had to do it on like standard.
Yep.
All right, lights on. We are going to run past everything we see. Hello, goodbye. Another one turns the corner. Hi, goodbye. How dare you trap me?
Well, the rocket crystal just completely takes all those out so cleanly and easily.
Right. A lot. It's so much. It's very much a time saver versus like getting your knife and having to crouch and stand. I'm gonna despawn this enemy. Hey, you want to say hello? Okay, bye. Switch.
Did he despawn after you hit the switch?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're about to see Airman again, but only for a brief moment. And if I see him too long, I'm gonna die. Hey, you, come on over here. Oh, I missed it. There we are. Airman is behind me. Oh, damn it. Like, look, this factory is huge. I would much rather have a factory than a castle free.
No, I'm not here to work. I want to live comfortably. You can have the factory. It's all yours.
I mean, I didn't say I was gonna work. Like, I would definitely turn this into, like, I could build a Gundam here. Like,
That's fair.
right.
That's fair, but I got a comfortable couch and a nice view.
But you have
I don't know.
But you have no AC and no Wi-Fi.
I got the outdoors like right there. Like I got the little courtyard. I probably got better phone signal in the castle than you do the underground.
I mean,
this is the New York subway system over here.
I can confirm.
Ain't nothing but cold, wet tunnels and no phone signal down there.
I mean, so what are these cables? Clearly, this is Google Fiber.
No, them cables is like electrical stuff. Just like in the real tunnels. There's a lot of wires running around down there that you don't know what they do, but none of them give you any type of phone signal.
That's a good. That's a good point.
I used to work down there, so I have like a good idea of how it is down there.
So then I have to choose between. Okay, so here we go. We have 2 of these flying ones. I'm gonna stun this one now. Look at the very bottom. Look, I'm being chased by a double. Oh, perfect. I got you both right here. That is the best thing that could have happened to me. As long as y'all stay there for another 3 seconds. Please don't. No! No. I don't need that. I don't need that negativity in my life.
Wow. I love how they came in staggered that time.
Right. And see how he just that one's sitting there? If I get close, I'll get hit.
I was like, is he gonna move or is he just gonna wait for his friend to go? The way he took his time, that's how Steven Seagal wins all his fights. Just waiting for one person to get down and everybody runs in one at a time.
They don't understand the concept of jumping, and it's okay.
They don't know how to jump people. They don't got the Dark Souls AI mentality.
Those zombies in Raccoon City, they got you. They'll show you something.
They definitely will.
They about their life. We have this giant propeller here. This is even the Empire Strikes Back feel. When Luke and Anakin are fighting and the glass breaks and then Luke just goes flying out.
I never watched any Star Trek movies. I wouldn't even know.
Wait, you've never seen any Star Wars movies?
No.
Not one.
No, I just know that some of the characters are what? Like it was like Captain John Luke Picard. It was like the Data guy.
Wait, you said Star Trek? I'm talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, with the lightsabers, right? Yeah, the movie with the lightsabers. Yeah, then they had like the beam and the beam me up Scotty stuff and
that's Star Trek.
They had like the red shirts.
That's Star Trek.
I know. I like trolling people.
You know what? You did a very good job. I was like, no.
Whenever people start mentioning stuff about like Star Wars, and I'm just like, oh no, I never really watched Star Trek, and just like the way their heart rate just immediately rises. Like, what did you say?
Only Star Trek I've seen has been Voyager because it was on channel 69 UPN. That's the only thing Star Trek I did see the movies, but it wasn't my choice. All right. Now, almost about the time for the boss fight. I make this key, the power goes out.
I like how everybody in the chat was rolled up. They was ready to cook me.
I bet, yo.
Y'all was ready to cook me. It was like, what is he talking about?
I was about to take care of myself. I'm like, wait a second. I was like, no. Don't you dare get Star Trek mixed up with Star Wars. Don't you dare. I mean, I know I have friends who are Trekkies. I'm not. And we have come to an agreement that we don't talk about it at all.
Mm-hmm.
What you reading, Duke? Kill a Mockingbird? Animal Farm? Great Gatsby? Looking for Alaska? I love that book.
I think he's reading the cookbook.
Ooh, which cookbook? Can you imagine if there was a Resident Evil cookbook?
There is.
Is it?
A video game cookbook that is now. It's not a Resident Evil cookbook, but there's a video game cookbook that just got put out by pretty good black chef named Andy Lanique. It just went up for sale, I think, yesterday. Y'all can find it on Amazon. It's if you've seen some of Andy's stuff on Twitter, it's all phenomenal. So like I'm getting that book first thing on Friday.
I need it. I just recently I was gifted the Final Fantasy 14 cookbook for Christmas. Oh, I'm going. I fully intend to go nuts with that book next weekend. It's fine. You can have it. If I kill him in the doorway, he blocks me anyway. Bum, 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 ba, ba, ba. I want my own lightsaber. I don't know where I'd put it or what I'd do with it, but I want it.
Wait, Snoop has a cookbook too?
Snoop Dogg has a cookbook?
Snoop has a cookbook? I
mean,
gotta look into this.
I mean, I would expect that he did have a cooking show with Martha Stewart, which I loved, by the way. They were a hilarious couple. Well, yeah, they were hilarious. All right. Yeah. You're blind. Get out my way. So I could. There's this last enemy here that I could 30 FPS pass. I'm not very confident in it, so I'm gonna just strip them down.
Shoot it. He's got that whole menacing walk going.
I'm telling you.
I like how this is the only one who makes an effort to guard his heart.
Well, everyone else, they get the shot. They don't have time. All right, dude. Tell me a story. Anything, something. You just gonna look at me with an unlit cigar?
Just stares at you. Just so uncomfortably.
Right. What rings are on your finger? How did you get them
him,
on?
so you know this is worth big money.
Yo, right.
All the money he done took from you, them rings is worth real big money.
The Duke is taking at least 100 million from me, like with ease. Because some weapons I've sold and then bought back.
Hey, you know what? That'll be funny game lore if he didn't have no rings at the start, and the more stuff you give him, and then you come back later and he got more rings on his finger.
All right, so here's the Airman fight. So let's see if I can get lucky and do this first time around. Nope. All right, come on. I messed up. Oh wow, that's. Use his flamethrower, and now you're dead.
Yep, once he gets that, that's easy.
Sorry, Buckaroo.
Richard, and that's why you always clean out your fans.
100, yo, for real though.
Speaking of, I got to get a can of air dust and open up my computer soon.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yo.
My son.
If y'all on PC, remember that regular PC maintenance is
essential
if you want to maintain the longevity of your build.
That you don't. I've heard some stories and I've seen some videos. It is not pleasant.
Yep, it's not.
Okay, so this cutscene I want to watch. My man making stairs.
This would be the power I want to have, honestly, just to make my own stairs.
You know what?
I would never touch the ground.
What a flex.
My shoes would be I would have the cleanest kicks of all time. I would never touch the ground.
I mean, you say that, but then when you crease them, then what are you gonna do when you crease them?
I'm not gonna crease them. I'm gonna have it. I'm bending metal. That's gonna be perfect to my feet as I'm walking. I'm never gonna get a crease. I'm never gonna hit the ground. In fact, I'm gonna just have a platform under me the whole time. I'm not even gonna move my feet.
So you telling me at no point do you intend to wiggle your toes and put a little more pressure on them?
No.
Time for this long fall.
I might be sitting down the whole time. I might be in a floating throne. The ability to move metal got to be the coolest power of all time.
Oh, 100%.
Like how you did all that work to come up the tower. He just knocked you right back down to the start.
Yo, for sure though. You know, I used to want to be able to fly. I think I want to control the weather.
That's fair.
we would have extended summers and extended winters. No, fall. Extended summers.
I say extended winters. You're sadistic.
I like the cold, so I'm sorry. Y'all just got to deal.
No, that's fair. The cold weather, but
I love
too much snow. As long as we ain't getting a whole lot of snow.
I mean, think about it. It's easier to warm up than it is to cool down.
I say that all the time. You can only get but so naked. That's why I don't like the heat as much either. So I'm with you. But the snow, like,
you don't like snow?
as long as we're not snowing, snow is cool for the first 24 hours. Then after that, it's like, get out of here. You know, I'm done with you.
So being from Georgia, it's very rare that it snows out there, and usually when it does snow, like the entire state is on lockdown and in total panic mode, right? But like when I was in Tennessee for a year, we got some real snow, and I was like, oh, this is snow. And yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm in Minnesota, so we I have not seen the ground with snow on it for a couple of 2 months now. I've not seen the ground without snow on it, and I have not seen the sun. So when you're in that kind of winter, yeah, the sun is only out for like 2 hours a day. It's something else.
Oh, you cheated, Heisenberg. I better not take another hit. So Heisenberg did not play fair, right? You damage his joints and you get his side, and like that's how you get him. That's how you put damage on him. But sometimes he'll do this thing where he'll angle himself in a way where you can't hit it. And he also had a lot more health. All the bosses do. With the exception of Miranda, who feels very easy. Oh, that's a new one.
I also like the Resident Evil 5 reference that they make in this fight.
Yes. Boulder punching, it's canon.
Boulder punching redacted. Actually, I love it when a series can make fun of its own ridiculousness.
I didn't like that, not one bit. Nah, put that shield down. Let me talk to you real quick. I didn't like that. I don't like that one bit. Yeah.
I think the ironic thing about this is that this is supposed to be a horror series, as someone pointed out in chat, that this just feels like a Metal Gear fight. This is still probably the best fight in the entire game.
You know what?
In my opinion, at least.
It is.
It's very fun.
Limbs, please. We are in a pit. But Heisenberg does not play fair. All right.
This is the no, he didn't do the whirlwind tornado part yet, right? He has to knock you off the.
I just want to hurry get the phase. It takes so long to get the phase too. Sure, wait, this is not it. Can I get away with it? Can I get away with it? Can I get away with it? Yes, I did. Please. Okay. Of course. I'm dead.
Yeah, it's fine. This is a hard fight. This is a very, very hard fight. Fun, but hard.
Like Heisenberg really does not fight. Really does not play fair. Like I'm hitting the joint and it's not. Like it. Like he take Heisenberg says when he wants damage. No, with an arm. Give me that kidney. Wow. I don't even think the shot hit. Did it hit? Oh, it did hit.
Yeah, got him. You got him.
I like to save my rocket, because at the end of the first phase, can I get away with it? You left me?
Looking clean right now. Looking real clean right now.
Ooh, and I'm on a wall. You have no idea how. Yeah, you have no idea how far you. Yeah, like so. You're fighting in a giant circle, and you don't realize how close you are to the wall until Heisenberg is creeping in on you. You're like, oh, I have nowhere else to go.
You can't go back. Yep.
Turn around.
It can be pretty difficult to hit these joints at times, y'all.
And boom. Okay. Nope. That is my panic button.
Hey, you know what? Saving it for the right times. It's working.
Right. If you don't do enough damage during this phase, those scraps will actually hit you. I mean, it hurts. About it. Really? I don't like you on my face. I didn't like that at all. Alright, into phase 1. Please let me get my rocket in time. Yeah, we got it. This is my guard.
It's so weird how the chainsaw moves like that. Yeah.
Like this mechanism reminds me of so I went to Japan a couple years ago, and there was this Gundam game where I was like in the cockpit, and it was literally like that. I had my two joysticks, and I had my accelerator and my pedals. It was a little 4v4 game. Oh, you're out of here.
Oh. Phase 2 should be a lot easier, right? I think your Magnum does more damage than what you were doing previously.
Right. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And we're gonna enjoy this very long and skippable cutscene here. I actually hate how long, even if you play it on easier difficulties, it is still this long. No way. Ain't no way.
The luckiest dude who ever lived.
Right.
I mean, not alive, but still the luckiest dude.
I mean, technically, his heart is still beating as of right now.
That's true.
Oh, now to snatch my headphones out. Profound sadness. Come here. Where'd you go? Come here. All right. I love this cutscene. Where she does the Albert Wesker.
ハイゼンベルクを倒したミランダを見つけてローズを取り戻す一人じゃ無理だ危険すぎるそこで待ていいないいさ
Rose.
ローズ
いいさ Why they just a whale in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, I think the funny thing we didn't talk about there is that he has Chris's phone number
as
saved
Alpha?
in his phone as Alpha. Like, how much more of an acknowledgement what he thinks of Chris's?
I think he might have just given them the cell phone, you know, with the information just plugged in already.
Said you can't change this name.
Right. Ethan can't call nobody. Miranda's actually pretty evil when you think about it. See, we have no idea. Like, at what point did you realize that I was like? You never realized I was your wife at any point.
At no point did you realize.
Right. Now this explains a tidbit of Seven. I love Miranda's design.
That is one heck of an outfit. It's kind of wild that you see all the cosplays of Lady Dominatrix, but no Miranda's. I think her design is like really, really cool.
I've seen a handful of Heisenbergs, but yeah, most of the time I see ladies. I mean, don't get me wrong, like ladies nice, but there's so many other characters between 7 and 8. Yo, which was Snow White or the Evil Queen? Like when you realize that she was all these people the entire time,
it definitely messed with your head.
Oh, for sure.
It definitely did.
The reverse Wesker. She came out the ground with this one.
Finish him.
Back down forward, high punch at close range. Oh my.
Yeah, it's a good point in the chat. Where the Moreau cosplays at?
For the what?
The Moreau cosplay. Yeah, where the Moreau cosplays at?
I mean, you can get you a harness and put like, you can make you can make the Moreau. Like, look at the wings. That's so sick.
Gotta be extra drippy though.
I think the only cult members in the entire franchise are what? Her and Sattler, right?
Do we count the leech guy as a cult leader? No, right? He definitely commanded those leeches, but no, I don't think it counts.
Nah. But like, I wouldn't really call it a cult. Like, Sattler had a whole, like, Sattler and Miranda both had like that's a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday you took down Miranda. All this happened in one night? Oh, my man.
Yeah. He tired.
Right.
It's been a long day.
You drug Ethan out? I see you with the Apple product. She went slick.
That's more like a pear. I don't think it's still in the design. But you can see like the bootleggingness.
Right.
It's definitely a ripoff.
You got the back home and everything on the side right there on the front.
Mm-hmm. Those are the original. Those are the Macintosh products. Damn, y'all remember that when Apple used to be called Macintosh? way back in the day.
Remember when it had that giant, like the giant computer that you could never break? So we tried to break one, right? We threw it.
What?
So my school, we had very close ties with the department, with the person who ran the IT department, right? And so when they changed out the equipment, we were told these, dispose of the older products. So we had a couple of them to do with whatever we saw fit. And we tossed a couple of them off the building to see which ones were breaking, which ones wouldn't. Now, the Macintoshes were pretty durable. Screen was cracked, but it didn't do what the other ones did.
I'm glad you explained that. That makes much more sense, and it's probably better than my head canon. I just thought y'all were in class just on a computer, and somebody was like, I hate math, and just threw a computer across the room to see if it would break.
That sounds like an episode of the Boondocks. Yeah, I can't get over the fact that Chris and his entire team are in reverse, and like they all look the same. Their primary weapons are different, but their side weapons are the same, and so is their health.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get over that. Oh. Here you go. BSAA is getting involved. In which Chris got let go, like Chris was no longer with the team, and you kind of got to do some digging to find out why. Like, I hate that that's not just readily available.
Did they ever say why?
They didn't. I believe he was dismissed, if I recall correctly. All right, so I really don't want to kill these enemies. I just want them out of my way.
If I'm not mistaken, even on Village of Shadows, Chris has a much higher health pool than Ethan, right? I'm saying even on Village of Shadows, Chris has a much higher health pool than Ethan, right?
Yes. Okay, y'all need to get out of my way. Alright, I need you gone. Oh. Alright, pop it. Oh, you better not. Push.
Oh.
Yo, stop.
They are relentless.
They were not messing around. I don't know how. Those were the ones back here that technically shouldn't have spawned. Chris's zone is still one of the trickier ones. Right, where's that flash round? Here we go. Yeah, Chris's zone is the one spot that I still get stuck on. It's like I can throw if I get rid of my grenades now, I won't be able to use them later. So I have to properly time when I want to use my flash grenade and then next grenade. But two of these beautiful doggos pop. But I just keep running because I don't want to deal with them at all. They're gonna despawn. So I got hit. Let me go grab some of this stuff over here. Look at that flash round. Last time in the village. I am going to ignore you two. Come on, where's the other one? Don't you dare. He has some hot breath. Toss it right about now.
Yeah, you can smell that through the computer screen.
And this one. Perfect. Please don't. Alright, fine. You got it. I didn't want to use that, but rather better die. And then make some ice.
And when you do that, the enemies behind you despawn, right? I said when you trigger that cutscene, the enemies behind you despawn.
Yes. Oh, you guys taking shots. If I move too far forward, one will spawn from back here, and I don't want that actually. Yeah, I think that was the one.
Oh, look at him.
All right, come on. Now we zigzagging. Oh. Good try. Yes, I'm aware. This hurts. I am out of my lovely flash round. Are you? Got one. gonna make it count. And
You don't need any more after this section, though, right? So.
no, because then it's the last Arias fight, and then I'm only keeping the Flash to deal with the armored Lycans because I don't want the smoke. And we're done.
Nice.
Getting infinite ammo for this weapon was rough too. So Miranda brought him back.
So is it canon that it's actually the same guy over and over again?
I would assume so, and only because you only see him. You only see this one 3 times. Ow, that hurt. Don't you dare. Just hop him. You're not multi-hopping yet. And we're running. Oh wow, you cheated. I didn't like that at all. Ooh, that hurt.
Even with a block, that hurt it.
It did. That's why you reload and reload often.
He got laid out with that one, though.
Oh, very much so.
Is it possible to one-cycle it with a laser if you do enough damage beforehand?
I wish.
Because I know he has a lot of health and he's like resistant to bullets.
Yeah. Oh, now you're multi-hopping. All right, cool. Sometimes this rocket misses, and I get so don't you dare. Okay, I didn't believe. Okay. This is what you want to do? In front of everybody? Alright.
And when you let go of the laser, does it restart the timing?
Yes. Nah, you gonna, yeah, don't you dare. Oh my, yep. And we're multi-hopping again? Yes, we are.
This dude has so much health.
They all have ridiculous amounts of health.
Yeah. There's a mod that you can put on this that you probably know about it, that you can see the health as it's going down when you're shooting them, and you can realize just how much health he has and how little bullets are doing here.
Yes. This boss reminds me of House of the Dead 2. I forget the name of the first boss you fight. Where
Carl.
It's the one with the only you have like the actual like the giant like monster with the weapon, but then you also have the bat, and the bat is really the one that you gotta hit.
Yeah, the giant monster is Carl.
Okay,
That I know. I can't remember the bat's name. I remember it for one line. You know, suffer like G did.
Yes. I want that back too. Like
yes.
I would. They should just.
I would love House of the Dead in VR.
I would pay. Oh, he's done. I would literally pay $100 for all 4 in a light gun. Right now.
Let me get.
Take my money. Give me all 4. Give me all 4 with a light gun and online co-op, please.
Queue it up.
Right. Stop playing with me.
このまま進む。お前たちは上で待機してろ。
And also Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles as well.
Those would be nice to get reported again. I think they did them on PlayStation 3, and if you had the light gun, it was cool.
Yeah.
But, most people didn't have the light gun or didn't feel like right with it. But yeah, bringing those back as well.
I would. Oh,
we got the technology.
Right.
Like, why don't we have more light gun house games? We need it.
Good licensing issues, or maybe they just feel there's no market for it, but there very much is.
There's a huge market, a bigger market than they probably realize. I don't know how much it would.
I only go to the arcade to play House of the Dead and DDR. That's it. And every now and then Third Strike.
Damn, no NBA Jam?
It's not at the arcade. Well, I got NBA Jam. I got NBA Jam. I got it on my Sega after the version where you can put in code for Will Smith.
Oh, fair enough. That's good. That's good. But yeah, that's the if my arcade don't have NBA Jam or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I ain't going.
Which Turtles though?
I think it was Turtles in Time. I think I got a picture of it. It's the last one I went to. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I think it was Turtles in Time that had that one there. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know the difference between most of them because I only played one of them, and I believe that was Turtles in Time, and I fucking enjoyed it. Excuse my language.
Did you play Turtles in Time Reshell when it came out on 360? Was it they called Reshell?
No.
Oh yeah. So this is what death looks like. My man is cold and he's freezing. There's no light. She's just cold.
I hope death don't look like this. It's just cold, lonely, and gray, but it probably does now that you say it.
I mean, so we all can't get that nice Lord of the Ring ending. You know when Gandalf is smiling and everyone's smiling and everyone's on a boat and they just go off into light. It's not like that with everybody.
No, I need the sun. I need the sun shining down on me. I need people singing. I need some angels.
I just want to blink
something.
I just want to blink and just start my respawn. Let me just blink and just start somewhere else.
No. I'm gonna need the whole send off. I'm gonna need Whitney Houston playing in the background. I'm gonna need the full send off. If this is going, I don't need the cold gray darkness, and I don't want to come back. No response. Just
I definitely would like to see Michael Jackson in concert. So. And I want Stan Lee to sign my Spider-Man comic too. There's a TikTok where it's like when you get to heaven and it shows that everybody's just jamming and having a good time. Oh, so
I saw a couple of those.
Now they explain Ethan, like what really happened. Jack put that size 16 in the skull. Playing this on Madhouse was the most infuriating. Playing 7 on Madhouse was the most infuriating thing ever. The most. When I was done with it, I said I would never do that again. I'm not sure how much of 7 you remember, but in the older, like when you play 7 on the normal version, you fight Jack in the garage, and then you're in the main house, like you're in the main part of the house, and then the phone picks up into Zoe, and you don't encounter Jack again until you go to the bathtub and you get that wooden piece. Nah, in Madhouse, the minute you enter that main part of the house, Jack is right there. Jack is immediately chasing you, and Jack moves 3 times as fast. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yep. That was one of the things that I disliked about, I guess, the difficulty in 7's Madhouse, and I think it was RE3's Inferno.
Yeah.
Was their answer to difficulty was like, let me just make everything's animations 4 times faster than it was normally.
Like, in Inferno, Inferno wasn't even bad. It was Nightmare that was the worst. Like, and maybe that's just me. Nightmare was twice as hard as Inferno. Oh, there we go. See, it's body mode. So it's canon. Ethan is squat.
This.
Look at him, just decomposing. So this man has no heart.
ローズを助けないと。
And still he perseveres.
That's the power of fatherly love.
I was gonna say the power of family.
Definitely the power. Either or, it all works here. He really starting to look like an old abandoned building, like under the sink, just all the molds is coming out. Like,
right.
And Dan said, nope, I gotta save my daughter first.
This is like so in Naruto, when Tsunade uses like all the power stored up in that diamond, and then you really see how old she is. Like that's exactly what that was. You know, his regenerative power was just gone, and he was just old. And then Duke picks him up.
When was that? Like right before the fight with Vegeta, right?
Which one? You know what? I get what you see me in the gulag. Me and you gotta talk. You're not gonna talk when this camera turn off. You got me twice. I was like,
どれくらい寝てたんだ。
もうすぐ夜明けです。
っていうか頼みがある。
so like this last conversation that Ethan and Duke has like interesting, right? Because they both have acknowledged that neither one of them are actually human.
間もなく着きますよ。
And I feel like there's like a little line where he hints at the merchant from RE4.
そのお体はまるで口か
Yeah, he talks that he knows him. He knows him.
Yeah,
ああ、分かってる。
that is a terrifying owl.
愚問でしたかな。
これも愚問だろうが、お前は何者なんだ。
私自身も存じかねます。着きました。
助かったよ。
Oh, you won.
ウィンターズ様、あなたはもう人の世に戻ることはできませんぞ。
I know.
ご覚悟は。
This is the easiest boss ever in the Resident Evil game. This is probably this is the second easiest boss. The first easiest boss is William Birkin 1.
急がないと。
If you just get close and you just knife. 12, 13 times and he's out.
Yep. High enough frame rate, you can kill him before he even gets moving.
Right. Last time for the lightsaber. Bum, 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 bum. Bye.
邪魔をするな。
The range on this weapon is crazy. You would think for it being dual wielded, it would be long, right? Like, nah.
No, but it's not like you could grab one end of it, right? Like you still gotta hold it in the middle.
私の愛しい娘。
So it wasn't Sprite. This was I don't even know what beverage is that color. I was gonna say grape Fanta at first, but
That's Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
you know what? I got one bottle of that downstairs, and I've been holding on to that for like a week now.
I thought you was about to say, because the way you started, I thought you was about to say I've been holding on to that for like 3 years, and I'm about to say, fam?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that could be worth something. Somebody.
It might be. Ain't it like a limited deal?
Yeah. They released it for like a month and that was it.
ミランダ。
Like I saw it on the shelves in my grocery store for like 2 days. Day 3 it was gone.
普通の人間ではないか。
さっさとローズを返せ。
That says Dr. Pepper, Coke,
A Coke, you know
straight
what?
up McCoke, Pib.
今だ、ローズを。
That's the McDonald's Coke.
You know what? I like the Pib can in here.
Pib?
離せ。
Just the cheap stuff.
Ooh, my girl leaking.
生涯を費やしてきたのだ。なのにそれを奪おうというのか。
Oh my.
誰にも渡さん。我が大願がなされる時が来たのだ。ローズはこの私のもの。
Okay. So this last boss fight is just a big DPS check. And we're about to dance through most of it. And oh, you cheated. Okay, that's fine. I get it. Everyone's acting up today. Phase 2, Spooters. She won't get it. And now we're flying. And into phase 1. Put my flash up. Flash is prepared.
This is a 3-phase fight, right?
Technically, I don't even know if I even want to call this a phase or not. I guess a transition. Because she goes from like ground to spider to flying.
Yeah.
And she does that, and then once she does like the makeshift spirit bomb, and you do that, then this is like the second part. Because now she goes back through all three at a very. Can we not? All right, cool. You can have it. Let me heal up. You better not spider on me. Oh, those gotta go. Like now. Cool. Stop it. Yo, she is really being uncooperative. There we go. Now,
just in case.
You avoid. I hate spider. I do everything in my power to. Two, three, and time.
Nice, GG.
And now we can just watch this fatherly sacrifice play out. Need some lotion. She's a little dry there.
That nice cocoa butter. That's her last shot. Look at the ash just falling from the sky and everything. Like, ugh.
Rose.
Look at that cute little baby.
Baby, the only thing that's looking lotioned up in the entire.
She was taken apart into 4 pieces, reassembled. Oh, oh no.
Oh.
No, don't do it, Ethan, not now. I'm gonna keep it up. I was very tearful the first time I experienced this. I ain't even gonna lie. It definitely had me choked up. I ain't gonna lie,
I wasn't. I just watched you die 15 minutes ago.
God,
what I'm gonna do? Be shocked twice?
I think Ethan not have any grades.
Just for men.
Yo,
he had all the grays in his skin, not in. There was none left for his hair.
And how is Chris still so buff? Like, this man in his 50s. Like, sir.
Get that premium gold gym membership.
Nah, that's all HGH and creatine right there.
He probably does juice.
BB walking around.
I think he's legit like working out or Chris juice.
After that entire Bowden punching phase, I was like, nah.
Oh no, he was definitely juicing back then.
100%.
He was 100% juicing back then. There's a reason for that. Wesker whooped him good. He was desperate to make that fight even. So he was definitely in the lab with a couple needles back then.
Every chance he got, I bet.
Mm-hmm. So, remember the Chris we saw at the end of 7, who said, "I'm Redfield." Like, completely different from now to then, right? And this is what, 2 years later?
Yeah. I like they didn't explain what happened to her. I mean, there was the DLC like not a hero, but they still didn't like break that down at all. Like when I saw that, when he said I'm Redfield, I was like, well, what's your first name? Because you're not Chris. you're Jeffrey or Robert. Nah, you ain't Chris. It's like how Gears of War has 4 different Carmines.
That was the third Redfield. That was supposed to be Carl, and they just like, no, we gotta make this canon.
Not Carl Redfield. Look at this. Just this man. This is noble sacrifice. Just this sad. This soft music. Why did they make him see a giant baby? What's up with that? And that is the end of that. Now she got graves left and right. Snap.
Yeah, she's stressed, and she don't have the power of like, you know, non-death in her body.
Well,
she's a person, not mold.
Technically, she did die in 7, right? So if you gave the serum to Mia instead of Zoe, when
It's always at Amir, right? Yeah.
right,
Mia dies,
and then like she sees Ethan in the boat, and she gets Ethan out, but then she like stays in there with the technically she
No, yeah, but they immediately made that non-canon when they released the next DLC, the End of Zoe DLC.
That's right.
Yeah.
The explosion.
Well, yeah, it makes sense she got gray hair. She was locked up in a cage by herself for what, like 6-7 months?
Yeah. Used
Maybe
for
longer?
experiments. My man's hurt. But like they said, you should have just told Ethan from the start.
Should have.
So, a bio
GG's.
Thank you.
Fantastic run.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank y'all for having me here. This was the first official game that I actually like an actual speed run for. Like I have a bunch of them that I like, you know, called myself speed running, but like I really wanted to practice to put time into this, and I'm glad I was able to showcase this for y'all.
Yeah, it was a fantastic showcase, and you were a phenomenal runner.
Thank you. Bye, Rose.
Say bye to the baby, y'all.
The next time. You mean skip? Why won't you let me skip?
Can you not skip this part?
It won't let me. Why won't you? Why are you being hard-headed? There we go. They didn't want me out. Oh, last one. So
Last one of the night.
this cutscene, right? It just shows like Rose growing up. The DLC explains how she got to this point, and the DLC is actually really good.
Yes.
It's short, but there's so much like to unpack within that.
I have not been able to play it yet because my game keeps crashing on boot up, but I will soon.
Oh, please do. It is the when you go back to House Beneviento and those dolls come to life. If you play a red light, green light, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give it away for you, but if you play a red light, green light, it is definitely a new take on red light, green light.
Got it. I can't wait.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna skip that. It's I don't want to keep that. Father story is now done. And that's that. 2:15. Yes, I will save. Ta-da.
And here we go. wonderful, wonderful, fantastic run and a amazing send-off to the first night of Unapologetically Black and Fast here on the Games Done Quick channel. We got much more speedy goodness coming up for y'all tomorrow. We got the first run of tomorrow night, I think is going to be Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And we also have a fantastic set of hosts for you guys on board as well, too. We're going to have, it's going to be an RPG block. We're going to see some Super Mario RPG. It's going to be a lot of good runs tomorrow. So make sure that y'all tune in tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern. So get your alarm set. Make sure you're up early, get some breakfast, and ready to hang out with us again for tomorrow night. You know, this is going to be here for those who ain't here for the Super Bowl, right? This is going to be much more entertaining than the Super Bowl anyway. I was your host for the final stretch of the evening. My name is jrocthegod, and big shout outs to Brutal Mellow for holding it down for the first half. Big shout outs to all the runners earlier. And who's kicking it off tomorrow with us? It's going to be, I believe it's Blacktastic is the early run for tomorrow, right? Yes, Blacktastic is going to be the one kicking it off for us in the morning. And Bobby is one of the best on the mics. We're going to have a lot of really, really good runs coming up here as well. So make sure you're out here up with us, kicking it tomorrow all day. Once again, we're going to be here tomorrow. Thank you for everybody who's been here celebrating with the Black speedrunning community. And hope you guys have enjoyed this display of Black joy and Black excellence. It's been a great feeling to be a part of this. So, thank you once again for having me, and sending y'all off. Have a wonderful night, everybody.